Well, welcome to today's rant. As you can see, I'm still down at the beach. I guess I'm an official beach bum now. But actually, I've got more work done down here than I ever dreamed. I really had a plan, when I come down here or any of my getaway spots. I want to get so much done in a certain amount of time. I want this much done in this week. And I had individual days here when I got done what I was hoping to do in a week. And I've been getting incredible prophetic download, had some absolutely phenomenal experiences, and I'm trying to write them as fast as I can. And one thing, I've gotten so many downloads over the last year that I couldn't write them fast enough. I couldn't keep up. And of course I have other duties. I have a ministry to run. I have all kinds of other things, television we do, and all kinds of things. So I can't just drop everything and write. Well, when I get down here, I drop everything and write, or have these experiences. I had some last night. I had some amazing ones yesterday. And then I can write and get far more done. I mean, I really get more done in a day here than I normally get done in a week at home. And I write faithfully every day when I'm home. I do some every day. Normally from when I get up, which is normally 4 to 5 in the morning, until about noon, I just stay isolated. I pray, I seek the Lord, I do some study and research, but also spend at least 2 hours, often 3 or 4 hours writing every single day. But it's just amazing the flow down here. And I'm so excited about this new book I've got. I was hoping to finish it by the end of July. I'm now thinking next few days it's done. I'm going to go back and tweak it, make it better, say it better, do some refining to it. But I am so excited about it. It is kind of in the Final Quest genre. It's The Path Part 2, except I think it is, to me, it's a far more powerful message than The Path Part 1 that I liked, is one of my favorites. But anyway, I'm just saying, I think it's really a serious message, serious revelation, really encouraging, really exciting, and I think it's going to be impacting. So anyway, appreciate that. I just got off the phone with Sid Roth, and Sid and I try to talk or get together whenever we can, and I've known Sid for I don't even know how long, 30, 40 years now. And he's one of the guys I appreciate the most. He's the same off the set as he is on his TV show. Absolutely fascinated with the supernatural, fascinated with God, always looking for insights and understanding, and has the best and most challenging questions. Really love Sid, really appreciate him, but so excited what's going on with his ministry and what's going on in the Middle East station he's got. And I always get pumped up when I talk to Sid. And but anyway, just also wanted to mention, things in the kind of went spiritual first and then the natural, but I am so jazzed on what's going on in the spirit, what God is doing these days. In the natural, it's pretty good. I mean, major things are going on. One thing, do not believe at all just about what anybody in the media is saying today. And again, I do hear from people in the trumpet men and the White House occasionally, and it's amazing to me how when the media is printing, the White House staff's falling apart and they're burned out and they're whatever. It's the opposite when you talk to them. You ask them, do you see any of that going on? No, it's the opposite. They're all pumped. When they say Trump is just miserable, he's having the time of his life. It's like, you really would do better to believe the opposite of what the media says in these times, in general. A sad state of things, but it is. And it was sad when that, of course, the Capitol Gazette got attacked yesterday, and those people just, whether you disagree with them or don't disagree, I tell you, the rhetoric that is out today, it's the most vicious in my lifetime. I was a hippie during the Vietnam War protests and all, and I went to most of those protests, went to the big rock festivals and all. And, but there wasn't the hatred and the bitterness and the insane rage that we have today. That seems to be to a new level. But in spite of all that, I think we're making progress, making incredible progress. And I think a lot of things are just turning up the soil, getting ready for what I believe is just going to be the biggest move of God and the greatest harvest in history. In history. But just one little thing to consider. Have you heard anything about ISIS lately? This is a difference in leadership. I mean, it was just dominating the news for years. Trump comes to office. He says, we're going to deal with that. Takes the shackles off of our military. Changes the rules of engagement. Just says, go get those guys. And in a few weeks, they have just about disappeared from the face of the earth. I mean, it's just the most incredible example of leadership and really dealing with a major issue that has to be dealt with. Many other things are being dealt with that way. When was with Trump one time, I mentioned that, there should be a law that for every regulation added to our government, there should be at least 2 removed. And I thought that was brilliant. You know what they've done? The Trump administration has done? For every new regulation added under the Trump administration, 22 regulations have been taken off the books. And this has taken the shackles off of our business, off of our lives, where we're getting some freedom again. We can breathe again. And I think it's just beginning. There's a lot more traction, a lot more to be done. Haven't even begun to drain the swamp yet, but it's like things are being done to get ready to drain the swamp. Some of those Supreme Court rulings this week are going to help in a huge way. So it is a great day. It's a great day to be encouraged and excited. But man, what a, I've been blessed, with encounters with the Lord and experiences and the things I dreamed about. I love this type of thing so much, but I've never had it this good. Sometimes it is so good, I wonder if I'm going to be penalized in heaven. I've had it so good here. I've experienced so much of heaven here that, I'm joking, of course. I don't think that's a danger, but I'm just so thankful for the way God is moving these. If you'll seek Him, you will definitely find Him. Now, you may not find Him immediately, but He will immediately start working on you so that when you do find Him, you can perceive Him. Because it says, we behold Him that we're changed into His image from glory to glory. It's by beholding the glory of the Lord, but we have to do it with an unveiled face. If you behold the glory of the Lord with all the veils most people have on, you're only going to try to change Him into your image instead of really seeing His glory and being changed into His image. So, I think I misstated that. If we see Him through our veils, we try to change Him into our image. We see Him through our filters and everything, try to make Him like us, and He becomes, we really are worshiping a God, in that case, that we have made. It's an idol. And we've got to see Him with an unveiled face, that we see His glory, the veil's removed, we're changed into His glory from image to image. But anyway, let's see him. Let's seek him. You start seeking him. You may not see him immediately, but he'll start working on the veils we have so that when we do see him, we get changed and we see him as he is, not just as we may want him to be. We see him as he is. But what a day for doing this. What a day. What a time. And yes, I am pumped. I am excited. Get more excited all the time. But this is the day that the Lord has made. So is tomorrow. So was yesterday. So let's don't mess them up. Let's use them to see him and to get closer to him. Thank you for joining me for today's rant.